Yo, 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 yo. What up? It's your boy, man. Cleevlindian, he back up in the building. I got my fan running right now, you guys. It's pretty hot outside in Cleveland, Ohio. Beautiful summer day. I got my fan running because it's a little hot in here. Um, how everybody's doing out there? I hope everybody's doing amazing. You know what I'm saying? Um, thank you guys for this opportunity once again. Yeah. A lot has happened since the last time I touched down and talked to you guys, man. A lot has happened. Um, I actually have so much new music out since the last time we talked. I think the last time I talked with you guys is like 2021, 22, somewhere around there, maybe 23, with one brief little episode I think I pulled off the air. Um, yeah, it's pretty cool though to be back talking to you guys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to your boy, man. I've been doing some things, man. You know what I'm saying? Um, I got a new album out called You Heard Me. That's on all streaming platforms. Check that out. I got some amazing production on there from Praying Takes Time. Some features from Praying Takes Time and his daughter Araya, which is my cousin. They have some amazing music. Um, yeah, man. Just been doing my thing. Kind of tiresome though. Been shooting my own videos and still doing all this recording myself and writing. And it's about time I get a team. I know. I'm on a hunt. I'm on a scouting, man, for a nice team, man. To get things on the get the ball rolling a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah. So So we're gonna talk about some things today, man. Shout out to your boy. Like I say, I got that new project out. Turn it this way, son. I got that new project out, you know what I'm saying? Uh, a new single called Interlude, a new single called Keeping My City Lit, a new single called I'm from 216, and my latest single, Young Matt the Style Switcher, which is one of my favorite songs I've done. Um, yeah, man, we're doing real well. Indian Kai Entertainment, we in the building. Thank you to everybody who's been supporting me, who's been supporting this movement. Um, thank you for everybody who uh did their research and found out who Young Matt the Style Switcher really is. Young Matt the Style Switcher, you know what I'm saying? From the MySpace days and the the Reverb Nations. Y'all know what it is, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to everybody out there that's been tuning and tapping in, you know? How y'all feeling out there though, man? I hope everybody's being productive. Everybody is on the up and up. You know what I'm saying? Everybody should be doing good. Have some amazing topics to discuss today. We're gonna talk some amazing stuff. You know what I mean? Yeah. Shout out to everybody out there, man. Shout out to yourselves, man. Y'all been amazing people. I've been seeing my streams go up. Yeah, we in full effect, man. Cleevlindian, you know what I'm saying? Cleevlindian.com. Go check that out. Subscribe to my email list, man. Stay up to date with the latest. Check me out on lindyandkai.bandzoogle.com. You know what I mean? In the building. Yeah, man. Interlude. So I want to talk about some of the songs that I've been releasing, man. Some of the stuff that I've been dropping. Um, let's go over the You Heard Me album. I dropped that album right after I did the Cleevlindian Ohio album. And I felt like I was coming off of I would say a nice little rhythm with the Cleevlindian Ohio album. I was in a nice little groove, so double back with the You Heard Me tape and just flossing off some lyrics, flossing off some skill. You know what I'm saying? But we'll say that for a later episode, later, date. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, it's pretty amazing to be able to deliver this music to you guys, to be able to drop some videos, to be in this position now to even be doing this podcast, speaking with you guys. Uh, man, came a long way. I came a long way, man. It's been a journey. It's been an amazing. journey. It's been an amazing learning experience, and I'm still learning and growing. I think that's one of the best and amazing parts about being a musician for me is like I'm continuing to learn things. I'm continuing to grow. And in my honest opinion, I think it seems as if to me the learning and the growing is never ending. It's like it's a never ending experience, the learning and the growing. So I'm excited about learning more, growing more, uh, networking more, and building relationships. Um, Getting some of my talent to other artists, like beats and stuff I make or ideas I may have, feature on some other artists, some pretty dope artists I look up to. If you guys will allow me to send a huge shout out and thank you, would I like to thank Bone Thugs and Harmony. I'd like to thank Jay-Z. I'd like to thank Outkast. I'd like to thank Busta Rhymes. I'd like to thank Lil Wayne. I'd like to thank Wiz Khalifa. I'd like to thank Currency. I'd like to thank Smoke DZA. I'd like to thank King Chip, Chip the Ripper. You heard? I'd like to thank Kid Cudi. I'd like to thank all of the Cleveland musicians, man. Keep y'all heads high. Let's keep it growing. Let's stick together. Let's make this thing stand out how it should because we really dope here in the city of Cleveland, Ohio. Shout out to you if you from Cleveland and you doing music. Shout out to you. Um, yeah, man. Shout out to Master P. The list goes on. 50 Cent, Snoop Dogg. Uh, I mean, everybody who's been inspiring me, man. Chameleonaire, Lil Flip, T.I. There's so many different musicians that I could say honestly inspired me and still inspires me to this day. I'm huge fans of the guys I've named, and there's so many more. But yeah, man. Thank you to all of my inspirations out there in the music business and in this field line of work. Yeah. It's your boy, Cleevlindian.com, man. In the building. Yeah. You know. That album though, man. So coming off of that groove, coming off of that nice rhythm and that groove I had with that Clevelandian Ohio album, I came into the You Heard Me tape, and I just wanted to see if people heard me on my previous work, so I just called it You Heard Me. I wanted to be like, yo, have you heard me on my previous joints? You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all tapping into your boy. You heard me? Yeah. And then just having fun with the music and like I got some positive feedback and like how it felt to me. I wanted to like get back in the studio and like do some other songs, some other shit. So that's probably why I started releasing other singles. I mean, release some other singles like Interlude. Um, I'm from 216, Cleveland, Ohio. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to everybody in Cleveland, man. LKE Lindian on the scene. You know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We in the building, man. Man, some amazing Cleveland music coming out on the scene. Shout out to Crazy Bones' new album. I heard Lazy's new album, and his album is pretty dope. I like that video he just came with that Lego. That's pretty dope. Make sure y'all go stream and check out the latest from the Bone Thugs and Harmony, the legends in Cleveland, Ohio. That's the pillars of this thing, the statues, the faces, the forefathers of this Cleveland music, man. I feel like every time I do music, I gotta represent the land. For real, that's why my name Cleevlindian. Ain't no way around it, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But anyway, man, Flesh and Bone got some new dope music out. Check him out. Doughboy, of course, got some amazing new hot music out. Check him out. Cleveland in the building. Shout out to Cuddy, like I say. Y'all know what it is. Shout out to everybody from Cleveland, man. Cleevlindian.com is in the building. Back with new exclusives. Make sure y'all follow me on all platforms, man. Go on YouTube, go on Instagram, Facebook, anything you go on, and follow me at Cleevlindian. You heard me? I wanted to make sure it's pronunciated to where they know for a fact I'm from Cleveland. That nigga is a Clevelandian. Straight up, man. Yeah, 7th Ward Zone. You know what I'm saying? We in the building. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Special shout out to my mom, man, for being as strong as she has always been and keeping me well grounded. You know what I'm saying? Growing up without a father. Father was in a penitentiary for 26, 27 years. He went away when I was 9, so there was so much I had to figure out on my own, and I don't know where I'd be without my mom. Special shout out to my mom, man. For sure. I feel like I want to make her so proud. I want to make my grandmothers so proud. You know what I'm saying? That's why we doing this thing. I want to make my son proud. I'm gonna make myself proud for making all of them proud. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. So the track listing for the You Heard Me album, track 1, You Heard Me. You know what I'm saying? Which is pretty cool, pretty dope album. You Heard Me, track 1. I think the highlight of that song is a couple bars. I said, "Hey, the shroom got big like Mario. Bitch got a tongue like Yoshi." What else I say on there? Um, Been on my grind, rain, sleet, snow, or sunny. Money blue like Skeeter. Now first it was Doug Funny. You know what I'm saying? Got bars on there. Track 2, Model 3 Nights. Y'all know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? We in the building, man. Model 3 Nights. I had some fun with that Model 3. It was a rental, but I had some nights. I had some nights, man. Model 3 Nights. You know what I'm saying? Word up. Tesla. Holla at your boy. I love the Teslas, man. Yeah. Model 3 Nights. I had fun making that song because that was like one of the introductions of me like bringing my beats to the forefront, like using my beats. Uh, I kind of did it on In My Studio too. I think that'll be like the first introduction on In My Studio too when I did Dollars Now. I did Dollars Now. That was a beat of mine, Money to Make, stuff like that. So I kind of, what I be, it was a few that I basically started to introduce my beats on In My Studio too. Then Cleevlindian, Ohio, You Heard Me, so forth and so on and so on. I'm excited about this new project I'm about to deliver to you guys, man. I think this one is and I know I say this about every project. Yeah, I say this a lot. I'll be like, yeah, I think this is the best one. I think this one is gonna be the best. But I honestly do think that this one right here will be my best work, man. And I think that because I'm taking my time, I just wanted to get my point across to let people know I know they heard me. That's why you heard me. But that's neither here or there. It's not nothing that I would say I don't mess with people or want to beef with people or hold grudges about or nothing like that. But as an MC, you feel a sense of responsibility to be like, hold on, I'm gonna stand on my 10 too. Rap on whoever, whatever. I got some shit to say too. You know what I mean? So, that's where I stand at with that. But my new work, I think, is just more so about the creative processes, is being stuff like that. And I want to be prepared to make songs that I will have fun performing or shooting the music videos too. So coming with some stuff like that, that'll be pretty amazing and dope. You know what I mean? Shout out to your boy, Cleevlindian.com, man. He all up in the building. You know what I mean? LKE, Lindian Kai Entertainment. Learning experience, as I explained before. And just excited about learning and growing, man. Uh, that's where I'm at with it. Yeah, but Model 3 Nights was pretty cool, man. That was fun. That was fun, me making Model 3 Nights. And then track 3, baked ziti and fried fish. So I'm gonna give y'all the back layout, the backstory on baked ziti and fried fish, right? So with baked ziti and fried fish, right? I had never had baked ziti a day in my life until I heard Chevy Woods spit this bar. It was this bar where he say baked ziti, Queen cooking that Futini or something. He said like that, and I was like, man, that the bar was so cool. Like the just sounded so raw. Like it was like the way he said it and everything. I'm like, man, that shit just sound like player and luxurious. Like I need to go get some baked ziti. Like that's what I'm like. That's when I just started messing with baked ziti. Like shout out to Chevy for that, cause I never had it a day in my life until. Well, at least I did. I don't think I had until I heard him say that bar. I was curious about baked ziti. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I gotta go try that. And then once I tried it, I became a fan of baked ziti. You know what I'm saying? That concept definitely, I would say that that was inspired by me hearing him say that bar. I came with the whole baked ziti and fried fish thing. So, and that was pretty cool, man. That was pretty fun. That put me in like the singing mode and like the whole bone type vibe. So that was pretty cool for the baked ziti and fried fish for me. And yeah, I had fun doing that one. Uh, some of the bars that's in that song that I like. Balling on your own, girl, you ain't need nobody. My favorite dessert is kissing on your body. I like that part. Yeah. Tonight we won't do lamb chops, just baked ziti and fried fish. Yeah, man. So have fun with baked ziti and fried fish. Track 3 on the You Heard Me album. Um, Track 4, Wannabe. I came with the Wannabe track because that was a song that actually belonged to Praying Takes Time and Araya and the stuff they had going on over there with they project. And he sent it to me and let me check it out, and it was like he wasn't bringing it out or anything. So I just asked him, can I use it? Can I do something with it for the album? And when he blessed me with it and said, yeah, go ahead and do it, I kept the original stuff they had going. He tested up a little, they tested up, and then I added my part, and there we were with Wannabe. I like that song because it brought a different vibe to the album, a different mood. It was like something for the like letting them know I could story tell about a lady or emotions and show like vulnerable and different things like that. So that was pretty cool. Um, Track 5, that happened to be one of my favorite songs on the album. Move around, move around, move around. Yeah, man. So move around. That actually came about because on move around. Let me tell y'all something about move around, man. Hold on. Make sure I make sure I was trying to lay my hair down, son, man. Tell y'all something about move around, man. So move around with move around. Uh, I was kind of in like a space of like I wanted it to be like a sarcastic title because like even though I was like what I was talking about was exactly like with move around thing, I wanted it to be like sarcastic to like the people know like okay he ain't scared like he not dissing or anything but he's showing like all right he gonna pop his shit too, you know what I'm saying, move around, they tell them niggas to move around, they trying to play the young Lindian sideways, and I'm a real one, I came with the song real with big steppers and shit, that's why I was telling them to move around. I think one of my favorite lines on that song move around on track 5 is I think it was the second verse how I started it off when I said that's a whole nother level, a whole different scale. Yeah, bitch, we lit as well. She got a donkey and I'm about to pin the tail. Yeah, that's it right there. I made these songs in my studio. So it's like fun because I guess like I'm doing it how I want to do it. I could wake up doing these songs or fixing stuff. I could be rough drafting things in the mornings, in the middle of nights while everybody's asleep. I'm up. I'm drinking wine, light a cigar. But yeah, uh, I got what's understood and I be explained because I honestly look up to people and I honestly am fans of people and things like that. It's just that when as an MC, like I said, you get this pride thing where you be like, man, hey, I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna let them know, like shit. Even if they however it go, I said something. Like I had to, you know what I'm saying? Hey, and all the albums I've been making, I had fun. Yeah, track 6, moving right along on your Heard Me album, Before. So with Before, that's another song like Wannabe that was Praying Takes Time, his on his personal project that he had let me hear when he sent some stuff, and that was one of the beats that I had really clinged to and I started writing to because I liked the beat. Shout out to Praying Takes Time, you know what I'm saying, for looking out for me on them 2 tracks. Cause them was like a game changer on the album. For me, them 2 tracks was like different. It wasn't just like rapping or hardcore shit. I was like showing that I could switch it up and do different stuff, you know what I'm saying? Cleevlindian.com style, you know what I'm saying? Then we got Nebula. Uh Before we get to Nebula, uh Before, one of my favorite lines on Before, hmm, she's she's showing interest in the feeling is mutual. She said she left him cause he boring and she way too beautiful to be sitting there ignoring. Girl, what did he do to you for you to be distressed? That was one of my favorite lines on there. on Wannabe, because I skipped what my favorite line was on that song. I'll go back to the other Praying Takes Time. One of my favorite lines on that song was I told you like way back then you chose that nigga over me on some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You thought he was the one because he got a couple dollars. I told you I'm the one. He just proved it. That was the shit I was on the, like the, I fucked with that line. But yeah, that was one of my favorite lines though. And then I got Nebula, track number 7, Nebula. I think the title is alone was just dope to name it Nebula. I'm gonna do some different dope title type shit. Came with Nebula. Tricks up her sleeve. This bitch bad, bad. You know what I'm saying? Tricks up her sleeve. That track right there, you gotta be MJG pimp tight and know the game. That's my favorite line right there, the one I just spit. Yeah, man. What else we got on here? We got Interlude, baby. I was letting them know, you know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the earlier tracks I recorded that just threw it on this album. Um, that's one of those tracks that I was letting them know once again, you know what I'm saying? I know they heard me. I know people have heard me. I know that I've been already heard on MySpace and different things over the years. So that's why that chorus saying, I know a lot of people, it may seem that niggas gave up, but I'm here right now. You know what I'm saying? Cleevlindian, the one that ain't playing. Last song, last but not least, it's just a song that I wanted to like have that kind of describe what I think is describing me, and that's virtuoso. You know what I'm saying? I wanted to let people know, like, all right, I'm virtuoso though. So if anything, whatever people decide to use to try to use hinder it to sabotage, I would like people to know that I'm virtuoso. You know what I'm saying? How many people can you say is that? I sound different from people. People sound different from me, and we don't have the same shit we talk about. I'm not writing these people bars. They not writing my bars, and that's where we at with that. Mr. Virtuoso. But I'm virtuoso in this shit. About to remind them that deep down they know so. I started Lindy and Kite and I started bossing. Yeah. Told these niggas to call a spade and I ran to Boston. You heard me? Yeah. Tell these niggas, man, LKE Lindian is in the building, man. But that's that You Heard Me album. You know what I'm saying? That I have fun making, that I've created. You Heard Me. It's out on all platforms, man. Thank you to everybody who's been streaming it and running it up. If you checked it out, thank you. You the best. Welcome to Team Cleevlindian. Click the links in my bios. I have some link trees in my bios on basically all of my platforms like Instagram, Facebook, x.com. Everything is at Cleevlindian. And click the link tree, man. Get you the Cleevlindian brand t-shirts. I got some pillows up there, phone cases, pop socket grips, you know what I mean, hoodies, whatever you decide. Got some tote bags. Get right with me, man. Get right with your boy. Got some pretty cool designs. And I came with a lot of this stuff myself, so I know it probably could look better. Some stuff could possibly be better and things like that. Like I say, it's all been a learning experience, and I've been a one-man team, like a one-man band. That was all cool, fun, and dandy, and I enjoy the fact that I can say that, but I sure wouldn't mind having a team. So that's where I'm at with that now. Looking for a real team. Even if I can do business with people and still blossom as an artist with my company or anything like that, I'm still open to doing business with other companies. So other record companies and labels and stuff as well. So yeah, man, that's what we've been doing, man. RIP to the legend Hulk Hogan. Just got news that Hulk Hogan has passed away. That's huge news, man. Hulk Hogan has been in so many people's households over the years growing up, like as far as like watching wrestling and being a huge fan of like I'm pretty sure if like he probably the reason wrestling, not even probably, he has to be like one of the biggest, if not the biggest reason that wrestling is where it is today, man. Like Hulk Hogan, yo. Rest up to the legend, Hulk Hogan. That was some news I just got today that was devastating. Um, how do y'all feel out there about the Shador Sanders situation, man? He did big things out there. How do y'all feel about him being down there in Garden Valley, man? He went down there and provided uh a way of fun and entertainment for those kids and the people of that community, which was pretty cool and dope to me. Shout out to Shador Sanders. I see you, King. Shout out to you, man. You was raised well, obviously, by Mr. Prime himself, the man. Shout out to Prime for raising Mr. Shador the way he did, man. You know, that was pretty awesome to see. Um, Shout out to you guys for that. Let's go Browns. Let's go Browns. Yeah, it'll be dope to see LeBron James come back too, man. To these Cavs, man. Don't be trying to stop this, man. Y'all already stopped Chris Paul from going to the Lakers. My boy Chris CP3 would already had his ring, man. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. We'd be in the building. Shout out to King James, man. We come back here, get that two more rings. You know what I'm saying? They call me a LeBron cheerleader. I wasn't even a LeBron fan when he first came out. I was a Carmelo head. You know what I'm saying? I rocked with Carmelo. I still rock with Carmelo heavy, even though he don't got his ring. I thought he was gonna get a ring before all of them first. Then Dwayne Wade got it, but I'm still a Carmelo fan. But yeah, that's neither here nor there. Shout out to Brian. I became a Brian fan over the years though, watching him play for the Cavs and seeing what he really can do. When he went to Miami, just watch his legacy. He came back, won one for us, and it really won me over when he did that. I'm like, man, there's no way anybody better than him. He won a ring for the Cavs. Him and Kyrie, man, what? Man, listen, man, boy, arguably probably the greatest Cavs team in history right there, man. Shout out to the Cavs. I'd love to see LeBron come back, man. That'd be an amazing story. Get his statue out front, jersey retirement, the last tour around the league. That'll be pretty dope, man. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the legend, the icon, the man himself, the King James. But yeah, on that note, man, on another note, man, go check me out. Follow me on all platforms, y'all. Shout out to the podcasts that I've been watching that's been inspiring me, and that's all of the ones that's out right now. The guys that's rappers. That's every podcast you could think of. They have been inspiring me to show me that if I want to do things, I can do other things, and that it can work, you know. So I'll try this and see what's popping. You know what I'm saying? Cleevlindian podcast, Cleevlindian.com. Stay tuned, and we gonna make it shake, man. Welcome back to the Cleevlindian podcast. We got some more music on the way, more merch on the way. Check out my latest videos on YouTube. Check me out on Cleevlindian.com, lindyandkai.bandzoogle.com. We in the building. You heard me? LKE, man. Lindy. Yeah.